Pangolin will continue with you usual program Classic AM this morning. In case you just joined me, you're most welcome to your program Classic AM. And inside the program today, we quote of the day come up from I Abu, and it say Kobaklo not get inside. Women say, of course, we all get we wrong and we right doing them. So we all need for put effort together and work on we right doing. We go bring development to we nation. Sarah Leone. This is Classic AM, and me when I reach on the program, me name that I Richard Lahai Givao. And inside the studios, we got Boku Alabadem with inside the studio for help me for bringing the program to you. As this is not the first edition for this week. And also inside the program, we get to talk to the hospital secretary. As allegations, they say one woman born Pekin and Dompan Bien Ward 8. You get the hospital secretary for the Board Government Hospital, and you get to talk about some of the good things there where they don't put in place at the hospital, where they don't make them more attractive. Of course, inside the program today, Alassane and Alusine, when I want big outage, they make ways across with nation Sierra Leone. The Parliament of Sierra Leone and the opposition main APC and SECA and also the SLPP don't answer to Kande Young Kela. And of course, that's called a Beshi. So we get the argument within the program. Reporter Timothy Luceni, being for filing the report as we carry on. Of course, class of 2016, Christ the King College, Koba, don't donate to retired teachers them items. We're not limited to cooking oil and other items them for plus cash money to retired teachers them where they teach them. Abul Bakar Manskano go filing VTs of that report today. They tell you Katagaun business no but done inside alone. Police presently they investigate 2 ex-workmen them and 1 Jordan security officer with a catch with the thief the fuel. We forgive we all lights inside boat home. Police they investigate then 3 Katagaun so then young Maya we decided our house and they don't work not to for make the salon people but for just the thief the diesel. So and we get for talk to Inspector Seno for giving details of that particular report today. Of course, inside the program, allegations that say Mohamed Bangura, not the two mixed with in party western and parliament. Rather, it is rub skin with the main party within a power, whether the SLPP parliamentarians there, and then say don't betray the cause. Reporter Mohamed Blag get for talk to Mohamed Bangura for make we know what did I take about the said allegations as they say don't sell game. Inside the program, we get for also get a passionate plea for the Ministry of Education and the Teaching Service Commission, who say Mohamed Kassamana, a teacher with wealth of experience, but also he don't teach for several years them, and it asks on government for make them go look into an issue, or make them go approve him as he gets all the qualification we government to look for. Of course, entertainment and sports, and also Kema and Bunuga form part of the program. Yusuf Foden host King join the conversation on 079-553-990, or you send your text messages on 034-579-903, 034-579-903, or 079-553-990, or you join with live on Facebook page, Classic Radio 99.7 FM inside Bo. We not waste no time inside the program. We quote of the day today come out from I Abu. Celebrating birthday, the management they wish you a pleasant birthday. The quote of the day today say Cover close, no get inside or foot side. You can use any side and turn it inside or outside. A pleasant morning. I came back to the studios and talk to we analyst them who gets inside the studio today. We get Aruna Kamara, a journalist of long standing. Aruna get wealth of experience in the media landscape. Aruna, good morning and welcome.
Of course, good morning, listeners and viewers of Classic Radio. We are here to give you, get critical analysis of issues of national interest.
A lot of thanks. Aruna, continue to stay with us. We have the hospital secretary, a young man but hardworking, a day inside the studios. Good morning and welcome, Mr. Dabo.
Yeah, good morning, Famulem.
Of course, he's Mr. Dabo. Mr. Dabo continue for be part of the program. Also inside the studio, we get senior media guru Ali Badara, a household name investigative journalist with several years of experience in the field of journalism. Not just electronics media journalist, but also he don't write for several newspapers them across the nation. Sierra Leone. Ali, morning and welcome.
Yeah, good morning, Famul, where the listen we in our Classic Radio.
Of course, Ali, continue for staging. We get Mr. Mohammed Gassama. Mr. Mohammed, good morning and welcome to the program.
Yeah, good morning to listeners.
Of course, Fambulem, this is my panel today. You can join me and be part of the panel on 079 553 990 or 034 579 903. You can send your text message on the line and or you go to our Facebook page, Classic Radio 99.7 FM Bowl, and you self go form part of the program. We not waste no time. We begin with the first pick inside the program. We say one woman. Well, for now, police they look into that issue there. But this woman born Peking and dump her being Ward 8. For make we cover this, we get the secretary, the hospital secretary of all government hospital, Mr. Dabo. Good morning.
Yes, good morning, Famulem.
Yeah, Mr. Dabo, now look at this allegation of a woman, they born them, he take the Peking, he toy am being old. Give me what thing really happened.
Well, on Saturday, we got that information, say, one, then find out one picky, back of just adjacent, the road for go mortuary and what pigs. There's a toilet there where I didn't see the picky. But in the morning, when the night shift don't work, they're about searching for a change. Then the mortuary staff, one of them, it's not around me. They just see somebody in clothes, like a woman clothes, then are gone. So then the kiosk for no, what to make that clothes then are gone. They come towards that end and find out say something they inside that toilet. So then go in there, then try for test the slab, then see the picky with just a newborn picky inside the toilet. Maybe get in placenta, all the power they call placenta. I'm not called in you will not say na newborn picky. So from that point they call the matron can and try for investigate. They go to the first point of contact, they go to the ward and try for see all the deliveries overnight. There were all the delivery where they do night they in place, all the picking them day. Come on, you can unit where in the other section for picking them. The candy, everything was intact, no picking, no missing, child not believe. So we learned that because of the security lapses in the hospital currently, might be say that person go don't take that advantage and come in, maybe he in labor, he come in and get access to the hospital and get delivery and then try for just dump inside that toilet.
Okay, so you mentioned security lapses. Was it not the reason woman know he was surmount the security lapses in the hospital?
Well, thank you very much. Of course, since me kind at the hospital, there was no security. In fact, there was no gates in the hospital. When me come as hospital secretary, no gates not be there, even from Ward 5 and Ward back of Ward 8. There was no gates. Then even the main gates, only the main gates are meeting open widely. So on that note, we decide for since government and security not be the contract with the woman will get the contract we don't.
They don't stop the contract.
Yeah, I asked that. That was the information and get that the contract we don't know that well. So from that point we know we in at the hospital just like that. People and they meet the teeth motorcar, the teeth bikes them. But since when we don't come, put in place the first thing I lock all the gates them. All the gates them because we have 3 gates where we lead to the hospital. We have the quarter gates and then we get the other gates where by ward 8 and the main gates. So now the 3 gates and they in at the hospital. And I ensure that even the quarter gate no be get any procedure or whatever, or just be open that way and this done as security lapses. So we decide for lock them, then gates and get about 8 men there where we able to secure until they volunteer for security.
So you want to say the 8 men the owner don't get not be there on duty that day, or waiting may happen we maybe because they said no volunteers.
Sure.
I understand the constraints. But now look at the after what this happen, how is it gonna be the atmosphere around where them see this speaking fire?
Well, actually, me not be did it, and then me can now me tell me calmly where I get information because me when I can investigate, they became we don't put an mortuary.
Okay.
But by large, as they say, now security level get some volunteers, even though don't like to ministry several letters, and currently they work on the contracts for another security firm where we can secure the hospital.
Okay, hospital been gets a lot of constraints with water, with other issues where light issues na next person they use phone for do operations like them mine operations. You know, how we don't overcome this because I understand a lot of developments don't happen on the raid.
Thank you very much for that question. And one of the biggest challenges we ever will be in the hospital. And of course, across both, we know the problem with light. Then hospital not will be an exception as well. We will be actually we get challenged with light since we need come because we only get 1 source power when I get better. The generator we get is very old, bad over in our outdated generator. So we not be the lights today off the point tomorrow, so the back and forth and that's really bad. But with the help of the good we people and like Mr. Babadi Kamara and the Honorable Minister of Energy and Power, then we donate the 100 kVA generator, and that generator also they not just give you generator, then they give you fuel for according to waiting and pledge for 6 months, which they see they give the fuel by week.
Okay, what you say that they give fuel? Is it at 24 hours now when I get light? Because a lot of people they say still where some small darkness can still be around.
Well, that's the past is some challenging, but we currently get lights in our hospital.
Okay, that's great. What about the water issue?
The same thing goes back again. The same 2 people, they not just stop at. They decide for help the hospital again. It's for rehabilitating boreholes that will be get. So currently the hospital gets full power supply now, where all the tanks will get it, the reserve tanks will get overflow at any moment.
Okay, hospital secretary continue for staging, but before I let you and come to Ali, this allegation of small extortion, the person they go and net now outpatient, you will see nurses they watch Chinese films, or they watch them Filipino film, they don't get time for rush car attend to you. What thing would I don't do for solve some of the problems we've been there before?
Yeah, thank you very much again. Of course, one of that then thing also like big challenge and hospital. Of course, it's obvious when somebody take out a patient, he does emergency mood, he want for the ultimately okay at that moment. But to be honest enough, the nurse within our ward, they see some patient there. Things like that will not happen. We get issues with relative there elsewhere where they call patients. They even beat this nurse.
Yes, I've seen that.
Because most of them actually when they carry them patient there, then we not get most of them for the OPD not get porters if we can take patients and put them inside. So no, the nurse might see that patient there. Then suddenly that person just go blow off because you answer in patient for go in and then left down that patient and can take patient. So these are the challenges we get.
But again, a lot of nurses they say when protect them when come like area which they can beat them. Will take action, set precedent. Again, they said they try. They are human, yeah. They should be protected because of the service that they render. Imagine nurses, they play with somebody in so, several things that they do.
Yeah, well, that's me. I don't say pass. It's a women no deal, but since women don't come, nobody, no take advantage by any staff. We no fight until latter.
Okay, continue for doing two. Ali, I want to count you at this juncture. What did you get for talk about this story?
The story is unfortunate. Excuse me. The story very unfortunate, considering the fact that the security lapses at the hospital main gate, as we all hear it clearly how the hospital secretary analyze who ward them, then check no foul play no day, then go to the other unit. We are in the born babies no foul play no happen there, and it could be from the outside. That tells us that even the hospital is not safe, because if somebody could enter the hospital at a time like that and do whatever he or she wants to do, then get away with it. There's no security check. Nobody knows when and how it happened. It means we're afraid that the security of that particular facility is not guaranteed. That's what. It's even possible that somebody will just come overnight and drag off somebody, carry and go elsewhere, wherein nobody not going to be accountable for him because there is no security check at that place. That person we don't do that day again. We don't know what in the up to, because if intercept they're not being born, take care of them. Enough for not even for born. But if in the born and go fence on cycle dump.
And is it that maybe the person young and they still say get somebody wait for take care of the picking, make it dump the picking, or normally teenage pregnancy and other things can result to this?
Yes, we are aware of the fact that there are some unwanted pregnancies where some people don't want at all. But if you don't want something, why go for it? Why you don't want them at all? Why are you going in for such thing? So it don't happen. These are heartless people in society, because say they don't criminalize the entire act. That's why they're afraid. They don't move off. They don't go. But in conscience, they tell and say, I have done something to the world. And that one day, posterity will judge me.
Okay, continue for the Aruna, you are kind of a religious person, though a journalist. Aruna, what is it that you say? Somebody they give back to other people, they cry for Peking. Ingo, it's a lot to wear. In fact, not just to wear, kill them. What do you think about this?
Yeah, frankly speaking, it is happening as William pointed out. Now people they cry, they even go to Juju Monday for me they get picking. But in the process they get now this person go to help them, they don't conceive, they don't get picking, they don't born now, they don't go to real. However, I want to look at this issue taken into consideration for the area. So I want to look at the attitude of the nurses. Second, I want to look at the security, of course, so me talk about. And second, I want to look at the administration of the hospital. Yeah. Let's start off with the attitude of the nurses. I agree, say somebody don't go born, they don't dump. Maybe it might be the attitude equally of the nurses, in as much as the secretary of the hospital they say they are beating the nurses. But history don't tell you say the attitude of the nurses it's not good to write home about. So it might be that person don't come, maybe one you don't meet the nurses that they sleep because so they know they're at work, because we have got incidents already, a precedent of that. Nurses are not at work. Except Fredo Rieri now where through the intervention of the administration, taking the constitution, the hard working secretary, they try to put system in place. But that number will come to an end. It will still continue in that hospital. Even though the hospital administration, as I talk about administration, they are living their level best, but there must be some loopholes. You understand? Challenges go there along the way. Of course, don't measure of security. So in as much as the nurses they will get precedence, the nurses they will go out there, they will go sleep. Maybe that woman will not come. No, maybe the nurses they are at work. You understand? In the process, you don't help yourself. You understand? Or some one or two people don't get help in the process, maybe the picking die in the shame. You understand? Maybe that would not be what that would not be a problem around that. But I want to look at it around the area of security. Of course, the hospital sector make a crystal clear in their security lapses. But the concern is that how on earth this security lapse we don't they don't able to address them. At least the contract of the security firm will not expire. But this is something that would have done long ago. I remember President Yemi Kaya, the Minister of Health and Sanitation Kaya. These are the issues where the medical superintendent, for instance, would not put across. Say, Minister, of course, you have provided us a treatment center, even for the nurses or for the health workers and the hospital today. So these are the issues that we don't put before the minister. Say, we get problem at this hospital, security lapses and they will not be able to have what are you doing? So they will have come and be very boss for ensuring they put those things in place. But it's play a slap. I don't want to see that the management in face, but it's play a slap with everything that is security lapse.
I don't want to see that management in face.
Because one make a say maybe that the management is one make a say I retreat cautiously. That because maybe they will not tell them, but I don't want to put it in place. But it's a matter of continuous process. They not for give up. Let give a sustained effort for ensure they bring security fund in that place. It's really disheartening for you to say whole government hospital, a whole referral hospital. You understand? Not get security in the place. It's really frustrating.
They have eight security according
could
to
you imagine?
8.
Very frustrating.
Volunteer.
Yes, but what you mean try to say here is that let the management also equally the attitude of the nurses. I really the something say the beat nurses. I hear to say there's some element of truth, but not also look at the attitude of the nurses. Some of them, I know they say they are not trained and qualified. Some of them, there are a lot of stories around them. You understand? But it's good that let the management of the hospital make sure. I agree. Maybe it might not be.
Okay, that brings secretary.
Yeah,
you don't make some huge allegations against hospital management. Secretary, you take.
Yeah, in fact, there are other allegations as far as we're concerned. In the first place, even the AL outside that people not to AL of delivery in the first place. Because we have the delivery ward at what 6.
Maybe they don't need the place now.
I'm coming.
I don't know. Allow the secretary
I'm coming.
make a
And of course, we have 3 shifts at the hospital. The nurses they work in the morning shift, the late shift, and the night shift. And currently, we have the deputy director who is staying at the hospital. We check around. Most times they come around they will 12. So for say nurses they're not in the workstation. They are always at work. They are always at. In fact, ward 8, that ward particularly, they lock me. You see, when they lock the back gate,
So when they lock,
the entrance inside the thing happen. It's not even close to the ward. Now by the mortuary access, inside that toilet, the distance between the ward 8 and the mortuary, there is a toilet there. Now the person go sneak inside and do what you want for do. You understand?
Oh, okay.
So and then that go put blame on the nurses and in fact not to deliver ward that everybody knows they not to deliver ward that deliver ward now what 6.
Okay, so now we look at the gynae issue. Do you have a guy assigned at the hospital now?
Well, currently we don't get a specialist gynae for now. They just post 2 doctors. We they don't report it. We don't go up to because we get 90 doctors. We get gynae we in a hired gynae by Kwam. We in the
Okay, Kwam na higher. What they say, the government hospital not assign gynae, and this report don't meet a lot of people and say gynae doctor not there, so constraints they people find it difficult for deliver because we don't know who say we doctors when can send out the hospital to do gynae because now more of woman issues they can get at the hospital. But how this don't disturb our work with gynae not there?
Well, even the last visit of the president, we make a note to and say we need gynae because we challenges across to them through letters and put everything when a challenge to the hospital and we came to pay which that letter don't reach out since we from the 2nd of July up to date. But up to date, as far as the hospital is concerned, we don't get assigned gynecologists yet.
So what are the challenges when there are no gynecologists?
Well, most of the challenges are when they can post, and we don't post gynae. But accommodation will be one of the reasons why some of them.
So when the quarters the way Baku quarter in this story, we will say the MS forget, the secretary. Is it how many they get, but nurses they get?
As I speak to you, the current medical superintendent, I will tell you from where it come.
Larry, this is serious, secretary. You know, go tell me say the current MS, where they assigned from Freetown, still lodge that hotel for over a month, and they pay bills.
Sure.
From government, Scoffer, or from
Well, they pay from the pocket.
Wow, this is huge.
And then we don't make so many chances to the provincial sector for giving quarter for them. But up to yet, we don't get a word from us.
So tell now the PS office not able for giving this facility.
We not get quarter.
What's the reason why they give?
Well, initially we get a quarter for the MS, but the former MS, they left the quarter, and later on for security reasons because she was attacked going to her house in the quarter. So if we wait for dinner at the quarter and carry in a hospital, within that process, the quarter be
some other people
later,
like give way.
no, be awarded later to allocated later to the judge, the High Court judge currently.
Okay.
So currently we not get quarter for the MS.
So these are the challenges within the hospital. Okay, let me come to the real hospital. Apart from this physical thing with the around the MS and the gynae, what are the other challenges when you are faced with as an administration?
Well, we get series of challenges where that is not good on. But we try for amongst some of them. Like for example, in terms of human resource also, one, we only just don't get a new FO since December, posted FO to finance officers.
So would that be to keep the money? Would the FO not be?
When a bank, we get revenue, the clerks will collect, and we can't go to a bank, they find. So we know we get access to even to the money because there was no FO for
not be get the money.
Not be get access to the money. So currently we get because even the question will be the no they will release unless the higher request they will not be one because there was no FO, but we don't get posted FO on accountants now. Then again we not get as you like to say we not get gynecologists currently, we not get other officers and they we not even get now.
Okay, but they say the nurses una wage bill. They say una get over 400 nurses at the hospital.
For now, yeah, the nurses we not get problem with nurses.
What they say the number? So people they say it is swollen according to the verification what they do. Then say some hospital then swell the number. I don't know if we have been there among.
The swelling number
like if Nathan was there, they make up for 15 for instance.
No, not that the case. Not to that not the case. For we get the correct staff list for
the risk allowance. Okay.
No, the risk allowance actually not that you're taking it back like Ebola time when everybody really gets risk allowance. As I speak to you, for case management, they don't pay anybody a dime currently.
From where they don't start.
From where.
So they just don't can't take on a name there.
Names upon names, and we can't take names, we send names.
So how are the first challenge with this? They are taking your names. They have not paid you guys from where Corona starts to now. What's not the challenge? Some people are going to become deviant.
No, currently we are not working for Corona. We are working.
No, the one that within the IEC with the under because I understand so when I get some small.
Whatever, you know my work is going on, but Corona, of course, the doctors they don't strike. They know they see no Corona cases. COVID-19.
So the doctors are.
But the normal cases and the normal cases going.
But how are you going to say this person get corona, for instance, you're going to hospital? Is it the heart and you do on strike?
No, what I mean is that whenever in case they are above the number.
Okay. Continue for the tweet secretary. Ali, these are huge challenges. What do you think?
As I continue for always, they say it's rather unfortunate because if the hospital today in such a status hospital when a district referral center, we not get a gynecologist, I'm afraid. The lives of pregnant women and other women who are related to childbearing, their lives are at risk. Because if we have all other doctors, where they come, mean a doctor for Sofoots, mean a doctor for Yari, mean a doctor for this and that and so on, then we don't have a gynecologist in a city like this, where we get over 10, 15,000 women here. I'm really afraid. And then, as I say, the governments need to do more. This government need to do more. We don't.
Why they for do more?
They for do more because it's so provoking. This is not the second city of Sierra Leone. We don't have a gynecologist. In a district referral center, not a clinic, not a PHU, district referral center, where all 16 chiefdoms
Then they pull belly all sides.
from across, we get the names, ambulance,
all
they
the
go.
districts them.
Yeah, all the district them, people they come from Kenema, they kind of Boya, this and that, with cases, then you don't have a gynecologist. So meaning, when a case of such nature arises here, that person must be transferred to Freetown, because Freetown are doing every other thing for day. It's rather unfortunate. We are really disappointed in the hospital management, by extension, the Ministry of Health and Sanitation, for not addressing the dear need of the people in the southern region.
Okay, Ali, continue. Aruna, I have to bring you, and I will end with Mr. Kasama in an impaired passing, and then self being can go to the hospital to get treatment. Then we get the young testimony. Ali.
Yeah, as you're reforming, Koto, it's really unfortunate. I feel that for them because they actually didn't bag the try as an administration for ensuring they meet the needs of the people. But however, as I will say, even bring the case of the case management as far as COVID-19 is concerned. When I listen to people, they say, "Hey, Aruna Kamara, don't begin to talk back. Say president, you're not accountable." And I will continue to say because if up till now the case management,
Well, Aruna, it's not about the president. Let's look at
it's serious. It's very serious. No, you cannot give people position of trust who cannot deliver. Let's face the fact, manager. Let's face it. Let's face the fact.
So let's carry.
So if this is what they want to for this coronavirus for me done, you understand? Well, the WHO corona for sitting with you for some time. You understand? But we want to know, President Bio has been crystal clear where the management COVID NACOVA that funds have been received for the fight against this COVID-19, but the money is not actually cascading, it's not sinking, it's not going down to the provinces. Look at the African case management. Now, doctors are on strike from what to do from the hospital sector. So it's really disappointing. I'm really disappointed in NACOVA because up to now, even they have done the verification, up to now they have not paid case management staff. So I really want to President Bio look into this. Do you have President Bio look into this? Really ensure people will continue to question your transparency and accountability as far as COVID-19 funds handling is concerned.
I want to
So that is my
continue for
submission.
the inside the studios, Mr. Kasama. What's your experience with the hospital?
Well, my experience with the hospital is not really good. Though then they try, but it's not good.
Okay, why you say you're not good?
Me na a blind person. The government they don't announce it, and we get free medical. But sometimes you go to that hospital, you've actually go get almost nothing. Because
when you say nothing, I don't understand.
if we are in, they're supposed to mark, they don't mark for you 3 different types I drop.
Yes, okay.
Then go tell you say now one no more available just because you didn't have the free category. Then go tell you say it done. Now this one day. In another case, then go tell you say the free medical done. Now the cost recovery now in day. So those are all challenges where visually impaired people that can go through. You go down again to the general medical, and in the area of this free medical for persons with disability, you go there, especially for malaria, they will tell you say medicine done. Or they will give you only that tabs, only the malaria tabs, or the other one then where you supposed for back up with them, where either the blood tablet or the chloramphenicol, then go say let you go buy them.
Okay, Secretary, these are huge allegations coming from the disabled people, and then they go to hospital, and then the new medicine can done. What's the status of the free healthcare?
The one thing you look at as far as Mr. Bada Abito, so if you know say go government hospital and regional referral hospital, looking at the consumption rate is very high. And then drugs are really come, it might not be, they're not the target the required consumption people. For example, like within a year, so now
Just a book on this.
now 40 in a year, then they go send something instead of 40, they go send for just 4. Then out of that 40, other people in there now waiting at this radio station go one time equal. So how is I know they drugs with that? It's before they by tell you like 3, 1, 2 weeks, the drugs they don't do, and not that they
But why am I not communicate to the people that the drugs are finished? Because again, when you put people in communicado, it creates suspicion.
Pharmacists can always do that. In fact, before 2 weeks, the drugs insisted the drugs don't low.
As we talk now, when I still get free healthcare or you don't know.
Well, we expect as
now as we talk.
Free healthcare drugs, like for example, like Quatem will be drug, but Quatem don't be there. As from Friday, we will left the hospital. Tell me say Quatem. We will expect supplies. Maybe sometimes they will cancel. We expect supply free healthcare. Then again, what's actually I've gone for address is that the allegations of say we not the pursue or whatever to the ministry for as management. They do a lot for we don't write letters, we don't do what we do for there's some issues.
Health issues. Okay, so now we make progress. We are making progress of the conversation. 079 553 990 034 579 9023. You can be part of the program on our Facebook page, Classic Radio 99.7 FM. Add your text message. We'll read and come to you. And we text reader Beatrice Bunda de Tambai right now for bringing you text messages there as we carry on. We try to get onto Inspector Seno. As I tell you, the police are proactive for make them catch their night carpenters. That's the people them when next reach wise we sleep, then self they wake up, try for see that them take the night work very serious. I think we get Inspector Seno on the line from Bonaya. Hello, good morning, Inspector. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning, Inspector. Hello, good morning, Inspector. Yeah, Inspector, you welcome. Inspector, police don't arrest 2 EDSA workers and 1 Jordan security personnel for allegations of theft. And tell me about this story here.
Make this complaint to the police on the 5th that there are 4 guys that don't go chief, 10 back of diesel, and make this report. The police begin to go arrest 3. One day on the road, we also get Harry Stam with Jordan security obedience guard, and Patrick Philly with the generator attendant, and he work on ESCO, we attach EDSA. And also Bernard Co, where internet generator attendant. And the one man went on the road with Lieutenant Dabo in a staff of EDSA. Now inside Botoka, they go take this take butter, diesel with one empty rubber, put her inside this man's motor car. So the man therefore raised up this alarm to the police. Police will go there, go arrest these three people who had last night about abandoned the motor car on the road.
Okay, Inspector, as we talk to you, who side these two people and the security personnel they presently?
They say the police custody.
Okay, so within the management don't do of ETSA, now that we're not only Tifmaya and the main workers of ETSA among them, with a siphon this bill.
Well, you know, we call them to identify the property, and among those arrested, two of them make a confession statement, and that now upon the instruction of last Samantha, when I staff of EDSA, the pull out the generator. That generator the way that is used for generate electricity, now inside the siphon the fair. So that disassociate themselves from that, and they work in hand in glove with the police to ensure that we pursue the guys there.
Okay, now that Dabo they on the run, who side the green Corona card?
The car they are under police custody. We also investigate the car, the ownership. And you know, tonight this property will be inside the motor car. So separately, we are going to dive into that investigation day.
But anybody don't show or claim ownership for sake of the car?
Nobody yet, but the car belongs to, according to investigation, the car belongs to Lansana Dabo. According to one of the generator attendants, with Patrick Co, is in the Lansana Dabo Medabo study.
Okay, so Mr. Seno, as soon as they investigate, what think will be your message to the people? Because I know say every salon person within a bonus so go get interested inside this story because this is the border around the lives of people.
Well, the message there is the people for work with the police. Then anybody will get information related to this, even previous one way is not there to the hearing of the police. We call and encourage the public to let it come and report to the police so that we will prosecute those bad boys in our society.
A lot of thanks, Inspector Seno, for speaking to us this morning. Of course, continue for day 3. We will move to the next story. But before we move back onto my panel, Ali and Aruna. Aruna, you take about the story.
Well, to me, I want to commend the SLP. Well, even the one where it tip off for the SLP for me, the effect that arrest. You know, to me, I want to see it has been kind of coordinated snippet. Now, it's
Between whom?
among
who?
the staff. I will say among the staff because remember the man we in question we on the run last night, but we they even still get the car. So to me, I would say it's a coordinated snippet.
It must be a senior person.
Senior person where they will be this time around, you know, they have been exposed. So to me, it's a step in the right direction. The only thing I want the police to do is that I'm not going to suggest to them because they are doing the investigation is that let there be no secret car. Because remember, same thing with that around New Barracks. The Kingston extra staff, the other matter go will not really try understand how the matter end will not understand because understand say some. But I know you want power from above, or some people they influence the matter. You understand? But this time, we don't want to see such thing may happen. I wish sending for looking at this, you know, many to get some debate around this, critical analysis around this. We don't want to see such thing happen. Let there be no secret cow. Those who have been, you know, who are in the police net, of course, for now they are presumed innocent until a competent court of law find them guilty. I wish, you know, we want to see things like this. And this way, salon people that want to see. We want to make sure see those who are really. You know, when I want to see the growth of the society, when I want to see salon of no, say both to be specific light. Because with the grumble, of course, the Minister of Energy don't come under serious criticism, don't come under serious bashing. But you know, not knowing that they say, when you see when they say somebody now rich man, you understand? Remember saying the rich, what did they talk about? They under foot, and this is what has happened. You understand? In as much as we blame the general public, say the thief. The cables there, you understand? But not knowing that even the extra staff, they are aiding and abetting the situation. Look at what that police fear theft. You understand? Government is send they pump huge amount of money into this fear, into the fear. For me, fair in Abu, but look at what is happening. To me, my concern is the kind of monetary system is lacking.
But we get security personnel
Let
assigned at the checkpoint.
and then they can say the monetary system is lacking because if we
From
are
who?
secure, what are the part of the management of ETSA? Because they are the one who are going to hire security from the deploy and the place.
Okay,
But in as much as we talk about
I
ETSA,
want to continue for the Ali, I'll bring you. Let we move to the fear and theft. You know, we all don't cry for light. Why some manding and that extra, then get better, then they get motoka, we assign just for collect the fear and crime on the net. You take.
Me take it very simple that anything will exist in darkness for a while, it will one day come to light. Now it don't happen. This is no new thing. It has been happening. This Lance Dabo is a mechanic and a driver at the same time for ETSA. It's so powerful in that direction. Now then they near the machine there.
And big machine.
Yes. And so they know the dynamics as to how to siphon fear from that machine into the batter for onwards transmission outside for marketing. So they've been doing that. But again, it's like greed now they bring about all of them here. Not to say this is a kind of honeypot. Any night you must do
So
one or two
are you
butter.
saying that this is a honeypot?
Yes.
Beside the honeypot today, and without the Sidonia the honeypot.
Yes. Now them people here the Sidonia the honeypot. You know, the security sector they change shift.
Yes.
You know.
So you want to say this now every day. They
Yeah,
will
if
move.
are there this week
Mm.
and not say this thing is sweet me, then if I'm up for this week, I'm not in this business for this week. So if I'm not having what we don't get usually, my mind will say, hey, well, they make me this year, but better not day, say better not day, kind of thing. That is why we were outside here with the getting.
Ali, you mentioned breed. Who that is breeding company?
Oh, well, they want to be at the helm of affairs because when they collect all of this in 10 batter, 15 batter, 9 common for net, they do the marketing. Their money are not the junior ones where they do the dirty job. More like the gates, outside the thing they pass. Because me, they see the thing they can't pass me. I know saying that 10, 15 don't go out. But if you can't give me like a 25,000, say better not do this year, they know why I'm fine. This and that, they want to buy. There's a problem.
The only thing about the say,
My brother.
Ali, is that the security measures there for the
Yes.
watertight, for the security there for the watertight.
Yeah.
You understand? Because if that is not done,
Yeah.
money system is not in place. It will continue for years things like this.
And
But
my
it-
brother, I'm not going to use short. You see the reason why the Bow government hospital also the security
Fine.
be messed up.
Yes, yeah.
That's the result of that. The same security there, what would they hail up and say, oh, these are very good security agencies. Now then the thief. Then they aid the nurses, take the drugs outside the hospital. Other big ones where the cows want to come from the drugstore, this and that, pull them. So when they, you know, say the medical people, they are very secretive. They don't want their business for they out. Even though they bond them, but they can massage them in such a way that they solve up within themselves because they see when it comes to the public domain, it's alarming.
But
Okay.
I know they say they are all.
You see,
Not
you
all,
see,
not
you see,
all
it's
radical.
lovely.
No, what can they say? I'm not saying all of them. I'm not saying. I'm not saying.
It's not confirming.
I'm not saying.
No, the laughing is not confirmation.
No,
But it's laughing.
Okay, Ali, so
I'm
now
not saying all.
let me bring Mr. Gassama. Mr. Gassama, this light business will all be done this suffer. You don't hear this story as well. They don't cage 3 man, then 2 else that will come out with 1 security will then take. What do you take?
To me, this is really frustrating, and not to today business, just like way other people don't comment on. This thing don't they go on for years, and it not just be for saying that they're hierarchy they no more. They all can tip. Whether not the gate man, they all they tip them on it and day. Now, well coordinated something. Lastly, waiting I go tell the security force, let the law take in course. Let them make sure say them bring them to book.
Okay, I think we make progress to well, a lot of people we don't say allegations we don't come up from the All People's Congress members that well, Mohammed Bangura they rub skin with the party within a power and they say he don't give in. And they say he don't sell game. Even during that debate the way they before approve the next commissioner, they say he not been there, he come out and he hide. Well, reporter Mohammed being caught up with Mohammed Bangura for Aksam, waiting in at the issue, waiting he get for talk about the said allegation. Waiting he get for talk about the said allegations.
I don't see people can do anything for politics. I don't think for this year. You send a post me man all the time, post your papa all the time. I don't bother for that. I bother for do the right thing.
Some people say you not be treated to your APC party, like they see you under and like you dey play politics inside your party, we not fine.
I will ask them from the time we fire tear gas. Now remember, how can I be more patriotic to party? When anything I get for do with the party, I didn't at the forefront.
They say you rub shoulders with the ruling and you can just do anything they ask for show, but when look you pin, you get more politics or you get more rub shoulder with the ruling than you party when at the APC. But this time you just do it no more for show off.
My brother, I get one principle in life. That's personal relationship and personal relationship. And politics is politics. Yes? I have more friends in the SLPP than in the APC. I'm telling you now.
Why?
Because in the APC, I get people that they will not like me.
Are you party? Why is it like you?
For some reason, known to them. I
see
say
inside
they
the
believe
APC.
I get a big mouth, or they believe say Mohammed gets this, Mohammed get that.
What do you say?
So they get a belief. While in the SLPP, I get more people in the SLPP women and they get along. That's not me say I support them.
You know, this is the only one doing.
When President Kuruma be there today, he draw me, he work with me. Yeah, I work with all my conscience. When President Kuruma and Mother Bill come back, he called me. Me,
What
he's
he
a
say?
friend.
What he
But
tell
that
you?
not stop me.
What did he tell you?
No, it's a presidential discussion.
Okay.
But he called me. That's not stop me for fetch for my party. Because I believe, see, me and President you, if me ain't big party, not to me except me big party. We come by APC business. I for that tranda.
You say you're more party than ICPP than APC.
Yes,
You don't think say you did in a badge or like you will be voting and draw you in and you forget about your APC party?
They just admire me. Some of the things that why don't they do in this country, some of that, they admire that. They don't like that, but they admire that. So for that, they make me party.
Most of the time you're controversial outside and now we see more so now you own party when at the APC. Whose message is the same?
Well, it depends on what you call.
You must bring some issue where you make them look at the idea more so you own
I
opinion.
don't care how people look me. I care about the truth. When I stand for the truth, I stand for the truth. APC, na my party, everybody knows me na APC.
You did NRM?
No, NRM.
You believe in them ideology say them for bring them democracy na the APC?
Oh yes, I believe say democracy for the APC. And I believe say some of the things that we them raise, now some of them things that they miss every day raise. That don't make me NRM. Yeah, I don't believe in the idea of going to court.
Okay.
I don't subscribe that.
So you think say if you blast for the party,
Of
we
course.
will never go to court?
No. You never go to court. Look what's happening. We don't spend millions of money. Ordinary people they don't come out from all over the country. Don't go put local. They can't put an injunction. Nobody not happy with that.
Of course, a lot of thanks to Mohammed Bangura and reporter on Freetown. Gentle guys, I have to bring you Aruna. This political carpeting and other issues undermining your party for this other one. These are all allegations. But we don't hear it from the horse's mouth. Mohammed don't make them very clear. What did I take?
Well, this brings me to the point where I will make earlier and in subsequent programs, where I'm going to look at ideology versus nationalism. You know, as far as ideology is concerned, Mohammed Bangura believe in the ideology of the APC. And when it comes to the matter of development, he believes in what we call nationalism. Maybe maybe that will have been the thing we don't dare play in a parliament between among the political parties the way they lead the respective constituencies. Yeah. Now, make us talk about Mohammed Bangura. Mohammed Bangura from his statement. You know, is the way they are opposition. And this equality to be happening SFPP the opposition, where APC the rule. We see even some SFPP parliamentarians. Do you believe
that Mohammed Bangura cross carpet?
Well, of course, the human beings are dynamic.
No, looking at the going back to retrospect.
Yeah, of course, looking at in
was at TMDC.
No,
From TMDC to UDM, from UDM to APC.
And look at,
So is that the possibility there?
yeah, tendency they say it will go back.
Because
Because
now-
human beings are dynamic.
Okay, no,
It will go back, it will go SFPP. Because you know, for being an opposition is you, or
Why you know? I wanna know, Cam. Why you know easy?
you really government and you control the resources
So,
of the day.
but you have a job.
Yeah, of course, nationality should be at play when you are in parliament. That I agree. You understand? Nationality for them at play when you are in parliament. But when some MPs they were because of their self-interest.
I wanna now look at survival and nationalism.
Okay. Well, based on this, are they insinuating because of survivor. Somebody want to get something in her pocket. It even happened during when SNPP was in opposition. We see some MPs then, in a way, you know, they libel when it comes to the area of we're discussing on national issues in parliament. You understand? You know, throw them weight behind the ruling government. It happens even in
But I don't know, is it really fair you tell a party, the party now you make you only before you think about nationalism? And this party gets an ideology that they are pushing. Is it fair for make you go for nationalism, leaving the ideology of the party will put you there?
It depends on the kind of person who you be. One, you hold on integrity. You know, see, you are going to represent the people not for your own self, not for your own self-interest, but for the what? For the interest of the people who want to make sure see there is growth, national growth, or
But
for
again,
foster
survival
development.
and not just for the people.
Yeah, so but then look, I say it depends on some people. They don't want to
So
hold
now
on
bring
integrity.
Ali, you're an investigative journalist. You don't listen to Mohammed Bangura. You take.
Me take here is very simple. I don't see anything wrong for a politician for come out from one party to another. Because the thing is centered around politics. You play,
So if you say that it's very good practice.
yeah, you play game for your daily sustenance and your survival, and the one waiting behind you. It's not a Bible thing, neither a Quranic thing. For saying, if you leave this party, you will go to hell. Or if you stay in this party, you are sure of going to heaven. You understand? The part of the matter is, this is a worldly atmosphere game. You know, I play my game to bring you on my side. If you fall for my ideology, you come over to me. If I fall for your ideology, I go over to you. As my colleague is just saying, this is very simple. To maintain the issue of opposition is very difficult. There are people who want to maintain status on a daily basis. And to maintain status on a daily basis is cost expensive. You'll be driving fabulous cars over time, and you eat before 12 o'clock. The time now.
Ali, you know if you say you go betray the trust of your voters will vote you in because the one that you go oppose, for instance, the party within a government.
This is a buy and sell game.
Who that they
The
buy?
voters,
Wait, Ali. Who that they buy?
I'm buying for them.
Then who that they sell?
I'm selling now to the outside world. Before the campaign period.
So you are selling to another party?
Yes, before the campaign period,
Okay.
I bought over from my campaigners. You know, I gave them small little thing which they accepted wholeheartedly. They voted me in. This is now time for me to
Okay.
Okay, wait. You must hear this.
I don't know. This
I
is
want-
very serious.
uh,
I didn't bring very salient points when this buy.
Bias.
You know, during politics, really when they see people they make fake groups, people they make fake team, people they go meet politicians, now within a social group, they pass supporting on a lie.
Yeah.
And the politicians they buy from them, just as they say, and later the politician wants to sell them on a vex. It's business. I don't know your take about this.
Well,
buying, sir.
I agree, it's business, but what do you can look at that? Let's look at the
You
country.
know it. Is
Nationalist-
it buy?
Eh?
Is it buy and sell?
Yeah, it's a kind of buy and sell situation, you understand? But what do you ever look at? I'm not frankly speaking, this is not something that's well, it's ridiculous and it's very we should treat it with us just as deserve.
Yeah.
Now the people have voted you into power. Go there and represent the interest of this nation. You understand?
But the,
So-
the people exploit this politician before you go and
Of
represent
course,
them.
it happens. Some people they understand
So
it.
you don't feel like the politicians are going to exploit them. No, let's look at it's a give and take.
But
For
let's-
instance, Auna, the moment when they talk say Auna Kamara again for go for constituency 90,
Yes, of
VCT, not
course.
to that.
Mm.
People they begin VCT, this people begin don't go, you want to enter university, I don't get nothing. You know, these things are there, yeah. So that's it.
But what you mean? What they try for insinuate here is that I agree that this man is selling it, but let the country be number one. What's going to happen? Remember, you are going to take care oath. They are going to serve this country to the best of your ability. Remember, when I talk oath there for take.
Oath on your money. The money
Oh,
is
yeah. Very interesting. Now, oath you go take. Although they say politics is all about one
But before you take the oath, what about when they give the money, they take oath? When they give the money to the voters for vote for them, they take oath.
But no, you know that some MPs or when they go to politics, when they go give money out, you understand? You tell the person say if you don't vote for me, what will happen? You just swear. It is happening. You understand? No, but what you try for insinuate here is that no all look at this country as a country with now you. You understand? No make sure say no put whole effort into the development of this country. Don't follow money. You understand? And the MPs are going there into the parliament. It's not easy for being an opposition. But Mohamed Bangura issue is that coming whether a colleague asked whether he go back to SNP, it was quite a difficult. And you know, we say yes.
But
because
it was like engagement to the president.
Yes.
Well,
you don't agree for after they come out and tell what was the discussion between he and the president. Then you know we talk.
Okay, I want to talk about come with Mr. Gassama. Mr. Gassama, you don't listen to this discussion. What do you take?
Yeah, me want take go be that salon politics. Now so always if it don't do. The sooner one politician decide for say go team up for the truth. Go team up for the truth as a nationalistic somebody, either in party or the one they will vote in, then go tell say you don't betray we, not so if you don't do. But actually as a politician, you for team up for the nationalistic issue.
Okay, what about the party will vote you in?
Well, the party will vote you in. They vote you in because they believe in you.
So if you come up behind them and you get for come back for the same symbol we want to use for good, because then they will say, okay, you're a nationalistic man, go find symbol, let nationalistic people and use symbol.
But let me remember in mind say the country in interest, not income for us.
Yes. Okay, so continue for them to let we make progress. And I come to Mr. Mohamed Gassama. You get a passionate plea. What you want to do to government and Ministry of Education. Explain to we let we understand. What are the concerns where you get where you want to let people know, and let we all see how we will help in solving this.
Me and Mohamed Gassama, I've been from 2011 where I come out college. I don't have the teacher, I don't blind. Make a call so because not all man where they listen understand what in a visual impairment. Now this teacher work I don't have the duty, I don't blind. But the most unfortunate part for this thing is that I don't ever get recruitment.
Okay. So now we look at your qualification. Are you qualified for get this recruitment?
Yes, sir.
How many years you don't teach?
I don't teach for 10 years. I mean, I train and qualify somebody with HTC secondary.
Okay. So you be apply for the PIN code, and for this huge amount of PIN code they don't share, why they not give you?
Well, that man then go answer that question. But me no say they not give me and I apply. I then a classroom. They're supposed to give me
Okay. So Ali, you take on this story.
Rather unfortunate if Mr. Mohamed Gassama don't teach for 10 years, and in this process, they don't get blind. And up to this moment, government not able to address in felt need as a blind person, visually impaired person. It is struggle with in life. He get married, he get picking them, this and that and so on. It's really unfortunate. But again, there's one thing to it. Some people we don't supply some documents which are fake. When you check them in and out, the documents are not correct. And if those documents are not correct, then check and say not correct. They're not going to be able to certify you by giving you a PIN code. That's one. I'm not saying that it is in your own case. But again, sometimes when an institution, they look at you that you should say you're bookish, you're too smart. The authorities wait for China, you document them, more especially you are blind, you are not seeing what is happening on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah, because the school will recommend you.
The recommendation comes from your school to the ministry. So if your principal or whosoever take your documents lay aside and take others that you will carry and go, you know the see you know the see what they happen every now and then they will say no more. That thing and they not arrange it. Just like when you say the government hospital where you go there, they say this 2 no day, this now 1 day. Apparently outside the other 1 day something you never go there. These are some of the things that will happen.
Okay. So Aruna.
Yeah, of course. You know, look at the dispositional, situational, or environmental factors. Well, because maybe they will be responsible. Dispositional, situational will be maybe a intelligence or a qualification. I will put another way, but you don't click at crystal clear to get what it takes for teach, and we also look at the environmental factor. Well, for example, the Teaching Service Commission will understand the Teaching Service Commission they don't do a national verification through NACRA. You understand? So maybe it might be among those who will be verified. Where maybe the document, the biodata will be inconsistent with what we Teaching Service Commission get under.
Okay.
These are all the
Mr. Kasama, any pitfall been there within your documentation? Or because Aruna can just account with some of the itches that a lot of people be met.
No, sir. Just like way my brother Ali they say, and waiting they say not to it not be so. And the principal, anytime when they ask for document, it they send all. Now that they can tell me, and I believe them because we took be done there. That time we are cited. So I did say you know go do search for me. One thing again, what I will tell you. And the Teaching Service Commission, they don't send somebody from headquarters, from Freetown. They don't go right now in school. That time school not been there in sessions there. Then now minimum they go ask for. So if I stay there at the school, the principal and vice principal then get for answer and say yes, this man still there now with school. So I don't believe say if they don't know whether they don't know of me.
Well, what me try to say in this case, as I round up on this statement, on this issue is that, well, you say that we don't meet, maybe it's the process is going on for many try for make sure they bring you on, because recruitment is still on. Yeah, recruitment is still on the deeper process. So it's just a wait and see situation. But the only advice is that for continue for follow up and you engage, even you consider the MPs. These are also people they able to help you for challenge you issue. Whose constituency they?
And I mean, their constituency is 088, Honorable Kemzo in constituency. Okay. But recently, because of me not being tenant, okay, so I don't move.
Understand? Okay.
Okay. So how you manage life? Easy. You work for over years without no pin code. How you manage your family?
Mr. Moderator, I'll tell you thank you for this question. Now something very difficult. Me not a family man. I get picking them. I get a woman. For them we get with daily bread, it's difficult, very difficult.
So how you cope now that things are not really working out? Because people want to hear, and maybe based on this they'll come in.
Come again?
I said people go want forget this to eat so that they will see how best think you know somebody go they will sing and you want to be of help.
Yes, and me plead now that let government through Teaching Service Commission let them send ED form for me so that I will get recruited into the system.
Okay, now we make progress. The Christ the King College CKC Old Boys Association cover class of 2006 over the weekend we don't donate one bag guys each cooking oil and other condiments then and money to retired teachers them will be the teaching at CKC. Reporter Abul Bakar Mankano didn't get the details of this event.
The donation ceremony will take place over the weekend. Now the CKC campus will bring together retired and current teacher them plus well-wishers of CKC. Makaya Ibrahim Charles, now the chairman class of 2006 cover.
We should support the retired teachers as class of 2006. I am really happy to meet with our retired teachers. Honestly, I must confess this. I am happy that you are alive.
We even the talk, Makaya Ibrahim Charles say loneliness dey inside retirement, and that makes sense. Then come for carrot skin with the old teacher them and remember the good old days na CKC.
We will not be left behind. We have been remembered. There is loneliness attached to retirement. But if we are around, talk to them. Remember those old good days. That will help them a lot. And today we are happy that we are with our heroes who in many ways contributed, I will say, to our success. And we are grateful because we met teachers who are committed, who are devoted to the work. And that was one reason why we are made excellent students. For that we are thankful. I remember Mr. Inua, social studies, always on time.
We even the talk na the ceremony. The former principal for CKC, Mr. Abraham talk say he gladly and feel very proud for this kind donation.
And I'm honestly happy, really gratified for what you have done. Class of 2006, I appreciate you so much. Not what you are giving us, honest, but the gesture, the feelings. You've made me so happy, and I want you to be very, very friendly among yourselves. Make sure you continue this one.
The oldest serving teacher, Mr. Alfred S. Kanu, though we don't retire now, tell plenty thank you to the class of 2006, Christ the King College Old Boys Association for the kind gesture.
When I trained as a teacher at Mutimagai, 1970 to 73, then I came to CKC. It was Father Lam who was the principal. So I wish Father was here to see what his children have done for us. So on behalf of my colleagues, we express sincere thanks and appreciation for what you've done for us. I think this is the first school, or it's not a school, it's a college. It's the first. God touch your hearts to do this for your teachers. May God bless you, and may God bless all of us. I hope, as Oliver Twist says in the title Oliver Twist by Dick Charles Dickens, Oliver asks for more. So the more we are alive, we'll ask for more.
One senior teacher, Mr. Brian Aswari, will be the talk on behalf of both principals of JSS and SSS, Christ the King College, express plenty thank you to the class of 2006 for the support we then give to the old teacher them.
On behalf of the school, both JSS and SS, I want to extend the thanks and appreciation to class of 2006. We are really proud of you people. As I'm seeing my own teachers are sitting there, I know today Mr. Kanu and others. Tomorrow is going to be Burma Swaren and others. And we hope and pray that others will do likewise.
Some for the retired teacher them will benefit from the rest and other food items plus money we then give them, say them gladly for this kind support.
I'm essentially a retired teacher from Christ the King College. I entered there in the year 1990 and I left 2019. I feel so happy because ever in my 20 years or 25 years stay in this school, such a venture, such a event has never happened in this school. I've never seen such a thing in this school except today. Therefore I appreciate this particular group, 2006. May God richly bless them. May God provide them. May God elevate them in their places of work.
I'm Mr. Gabriel P. Philly. I'm very, very, very happy about what they have done to us today. I will even pray God for them that they have thought about us, our life, our situation that we are. God, pensioners always suffer. And they have thought that there are people who have thought them and they are still alive and they may be suffering. And from that thought alone they had, I pray for them that they will continue, they will get promotion in their various places.
The chairman, class of 2006, Christ the King College Old Boys Association, Makaya Ibrahim Charles, pray for make God will give the old teacher also long life and well body. For Classic AM Live, Abubakar Manskanu, the report from CKC.
A lot of thanks, Abu Bakr Manskanu, for that report. Well, the collegians are setting the pace, and they see the Bosco boys, Aruna and others are just smiling. Is it that you want to emulate what they're doing?
No, we need an others follow.
Well, you have not been doing this.
Well, my quarter here.
It's confirming. You have done more of them, but we not see visible of
You know, retired teachers specifically, not the current teachers. We know both school for support them teachers great. They even can give some support during the COVID. Yeah, I'm aware of that. But the retired teachers, it's a new phenomenon in town, you know.
Actually, frankly speaking, it's a good step taken by
them.
yeah, it's a good step taken by CKC. That is it.
That's it. That both school we emulate and other schools.
We are not, it's not a matter of emulating, but it's something we have done. They are just following our footsteps.
Are you going to emulate?
We have something you know, the one thing about us, when we lead, others follow.
No, but you have not been leading.
Thank God
the retired teachers.
Okay.
Yes.
However, it's a step in the right direction. CKC, Christ the King College of Combians, keep it up. Well, the both school we lead and you follow. Thank you very much.
Okay, so Ali Badara, what did you take? You said you teacher that go watch now. They say Mr. Badara go likely call something. We said go catch more thing.
Maybe your teacher they hope you don't die.
I think that
you know teachers something. Actually, the class of 206 they do well, extremely well for the thoughts. In fact, where then just think and say, somebody will don't teach me today. I'm in place. Are they in a position of trust, and they are the earn, and they don't retire. More go at least more makes them feel lively a little bit. And of course, you pass on to the both school guys. Then you know then on a big thing they can do. Normally,
I like that.
Now they can hold the position of power in the country. So what do? Then they do alarming things.
Exactly.
Once they CKC, then
God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. Yes, yes.
You know, able make a year.
Yeah. Is it that sorts they know able to sort themselves out? Because I
we are very organized.
When Solo Beach, Asmagan, you know, the power was very close to CKC.
So CKC. And they're going first today. We all know what's happening between Y Junction to
yes, we are very organized.
Yes.
I think we're all
Koma is Oma is always organized.
We're organized.
Yes. Well, again, a lot of people they say Oba organized. You see they keep for the money.
Well, now they recoup them.
You know, now we they keep the money.
You
know, we still hang out. We are waiting for you guys to get the power. Then we keep the money. You know, say money for keep money. Now they the power.
No, we're training and half for keep the money.
We're training and half for keep. That's it. We don't have power. We they keep the money.
Yeah, we're training.
Okay, so
keep and give out to the people.
Now we go to we question corner quick one. With so hi Buchu Karong, Maximum, and after that we'll bring you Kema and Bono. And after Kema and Bono we enter Temenos. They on the standby. We will now join Maximum. So hi Buchu Karong for bring we question corners.
I want to know if Kofi had not done it because after 11, people like still in a street that they waka. So now me a question and they to the government if it not done or it not done it.
My name Augustine. This now concern to the people there and the government about the Concord Road, the way the club they run at that street, they hold you very tight. In that way that traffic block must carry the park from St. Pius still go down by Co Garage, which of course the road go left one lane. And they reach to a certain time now, the traffic they even block. More than 1 hour say pass, people they run, use Soba Road, which of course is not right. So this I mean you talk to the government for them look towards that back and see how best they arrange it. Because like when the traffic is block, now they policeman the back, they actually the bike man, they actually in that way that you get play to, you don't get play to, once you don't team up now, and therefore we give people now, pass it push until you give them, which of course not like one or two because of the club down and they make the road tight. Let them arrange the way they will park the motor car, please. This is me won't talk to the government.
My name is Prince Wise Vinicius. I want to ask what's the people of the partner street where COVID-19 not do is. I want to ask the government whether COVID-19 not done or in order is why people of the partner street COVID-19 not done. I want to because there's a social distance. People of the partner street too because still COVID-19 don't know say COVID-19 not done but still people of the partner street but there's a social distance. Why is the COVID-19 don't know or in order it?
A lot of thanks to High Bujo Kalon. For we come with we question corner this morning. I think we're gonna make progress. Then we go to Keba and Bono. And after that we text reader go set and we come with ENT news. Then we go now UK to analyst.
Okay, man. You know, say I'm even if I go say Kimeke, now make a cancel. Yeah, make me the picking go bring one cup for me by na freezer.
Who say you about to come over? It don't pass 1 week now, we know they get lights now, my sister.
Okay, man. What na the problem again at this na area?
My sister Bonu. The night carpenter they don't work now they don't begin for claim electric pole.
Bro, Kema you say, what's the night carpenter they go do up electric pole?
The night carpenter they don't cut plenty by the cable end from the pole end when they make with the get lights na this area. Even the last year got to make Bonu. Now freezer electric pole because we know they get lights.
Kema, what they see as more fun in the country but Kema, what that if you say they go to the Katiaba?
My sister Bonu. That one there, pass God there for the come up behind them, then begin catch them one by one, or we fend the body under the electric pole where they claim na nets.
A lot of thanks to Kima and Bono. Let's go for we entertainment news. And after that, we will take analysts from UK. We take entertainment news with Juice Hohaibo Kalon.
That's the bold record. Tujik.
Hello and welcome to Classic Entertainment News on radio and online TV on 99.7 FM. Bo with me, Suhaibujo Kalon Maximum, one outstanding musician as well. We can do in stuff them inside Mende, popularly known as Tuji, seems to be one of Bo City fastest growing superstar inside this year 2020. Before now, Tuji be the team up with another trending musician inside Bo, and fans them be they call them the icon of Bo music. The superstar Tuji, now one among the rappers them inside Bo, winner a media practitioner, journalist to be precise, with plenty collaboration hit songs them, where some of them na be WhatsApp Love, Sunjo, with Boku other one them of recent. The superstar Tuji been released a song and a video where it feature 10 flow of music makers, and it titled the song Over Me. According to the marketing of the song and a video, it don't become the most trending and talk about song with many viewers, likes and shares on plenty social medias them like Facebook, YouTube, Twitter and Boku other one them. Let me get a tip of the song of Tuji where it feature 10 flow entitled Over Me.
When them wanna beat me, say you gon' give me something. Them say you gon' juju me. Tell me what's in the give to me. Right now I'm crazy over you, and that's true, yeah. You reach your lover, say you
That now being the song of 2J, where it featured 10 Flow. According to the discussion between Classic Entertainment News with the superstar 2J, it say let fans them continue for the game, the support, so that Salon music will reach to the peak where we want them, and let them expect greatness, cause this now the brand new 2J.
And if this day is for me, I promise to step up you real soon. Sexy and pretty, but this one I can't drop down. Shorty shot my snake, put it off my eye. Fine place, straight, no serious. Got careful crossing with big, what it thinks more.
Another blockbuster, we don't take the lead for Push Bowl Music Top, a dancehall and Afro singer Abubakar Toure, popularly known as Taxi the Man. This superstar, Taxi the Man, now one of the most admirable musicians from Bo City, we based inside Freetown due to a way of singing and the type song them where it released. Before now, Taxi the Man be released some singles them we break through and hit the market few days ago. Taxi the Man alongside Trillis being released another banger with the title Nkoyu. Let me get a tip of the song Nkoyu where Taxi the Man and Trillis do.
My baby, can I get your name and number? The things you did to me got me under. Bad man exist. You do me things that I cannot resist. Telling me love, come get the cheese. Give me a run like a foot for a beat. Baby, no, they do me like them stuff a push. The things she did to me just they make me rush. My body is so hot, and I got fire first.
Continue for listening to Classic Radio and keep viewing we now we online TV on Classic Radio 99.7 FM Bo for Classic Entertainment News. Suhaibu Jokalon Maximum Reports.
Of course, a lot of thanks to Matimon, Suhaibu Jokalon for the ENT news. I think we'll make progress. And take with text messages them we come inside the program today. Beatrice, good morning.
Morning, chat. My first message will come this morning inside the box. They come out from Amna Tamosire. We say me adopt the security personnel of Bow Government Hospital. They said because how come somebody go come out from the outside and can dump picking inside the hospital where the security personnel and I will know what's happening. Another one again, they come out from Marisa, where it say the mama wait to wait that picking day. It say if they be able, if they be to wait you self not for be able for day like I so today. Another one again come out from Geneva Morima, where they say this is a heartless woman. It say you don't keep picking at your belly for 9 months. It say and finally you born them and to wear them. Why you not for be give somebody else for making men if you don't want them. Another one again from Memuna to Kalam. Memuna to Kalam, they tell we say the majority of Salon people them depend greatly on the government hospital them in the country for our body business. It said, do ya Ministry of Health, when I really need for do something for make sure say the people them for make sure say I go able work the people their expectation. Another one again they come out from Soi Kamara. It say corruption has for feds. Na Salon. They say, but all they cry for make all time they cry for blackouts na the region. They say the small ones self we go help we people they pull them for their own personal use. Another one come up from Alfred Moewo where they say, Mr. Gassama a case, it really serious. They say, do ya make stakeholders them will put hand inside Mr. Gassama in case I guess another one come up from Cecilia Sam and they say, indeed, Christ the King College now really a college. They say because always they don't do this BNTM, they above secondary school. The final message now they come out from Alex Bao. It sound like the night carpenters them don't really tower na bottom. They say well, police them when I really get plenty work for the do na net. This is the final message I get for now.
A lot of thanks, Beatrice, for where you come with text messages there. Make a quick one. Go to UK analyst where inside UK for talk to we first us. They try to get on the line and or I get our Brian Cam to on a via line. As we don't talk about trending issues where they make news across the nation, Sierra Leone. We get Festus on the line. Festus, good morning.
Yeah, morning, Richard. Morning, Jonathan, and the other guests at the studio.
Yeah, Festus, you contribution this morning.
Right. I think, without a doubt, being a parent myself, the issue of this beginning with the abandon at the hospital, it really caught me attention, and I've listened to several text messages. I've listened to colleagues at the studio. You know, it's a pity that the bond of 9 months of pregnancy is not enough for make me this comrade decide for, not for abandoning the king. You know, but this innocent angel, you know, called for me kind of the world, which you give me, God knows why. But I think the baby should stay and pray that the mother has a change of heart sooner than later. Now, Richard, this is a manifestation of new poverty when they dive the country right now, COVID, because of COVID and other things, and it's beginning to unfold. And I also would like to see more trends in this direction of even the one that we didn't decide to give up the team and give it to other person to commend them because they're not able to afford to look after them anymore. These are all social challenges that COVID, like anything else, is going to bring upon us in months and years to come. And I think that we say it's high time that we need to start bearing that in mind. I want to the public there, let them know the true action in money because you know institution waiting with the waiting you do. 9 months is more enough for any right thinking woman. But not say yes, I mean this can do for 9 months. That bond is there. And for me, where Comrade decide to let go, even without that, I think that there's a big question mark there. When we say if only we're able to hear from her, I'm sure the people will probably change their perception. Now, some of the things that our visit government need to do, this is only in a lot on what government needs to be doing right now. You know, I tell you one thing, that we can do right now to start with, in need mama, you know, there is something they call colostrum. That are the first set of what the already come out. You know, from mommy, that became medium, and I want to be able to hear for now, and that really miss out on that. My concern is what effect will this have on this beginning in later life. You know, there are possible issue of deformity, you know, coming up.
Hello, Festus.
Yes.
Yeah, Festus, the Peking don't die. It didn't have mortuary as we talk.
Oh no. I'm sorry to hear this. You know, I'm sorry to hear that. But again, you know, it's not. I'm not surprised. Because that meaning you worry about. So this became right now in Lady Mama. But you know, bless the soul of that child and may his soul rest in peace. You know, but having said that, the mommy himself right now still need help and support. Need to build them every day. If they hear me, if they listen to this station, or anybody who don't collaborate with this lady because she wouldn't have worked on her own. I believe say some people don't work with her. For me, what she do. That person they do if they listen, try to encourage them if they may go seek help, may go now with you. You know, whatever it is, the cost is the issue right now, but she herself, she needs to speak for some help. And that's very vital. Now, Richard, what we need to say government needs to involve in this now. Anyhow, one of the things that government should be looking at seriously is start considering an intervention program that will support every pregnant woman, particularly from their last trimester. Means 3 months before they're born, till 6 months after they're born. When something during the way we manage the irrespective of if the area of friend for look after it is not enough for look after it again.
Yeah,
because 9 months is very crucial.
Okay, first let us come to the area of politics. Usai,
okay.
a lot of people they allege say Mohammed Bangura, they rub skin a lot with the SLPP, the parliament, and even with the ministers, rather than working with the ideologies of a political party when APC.
Well, we dwell too much on ideology when it comes to politics. Why? Why are we dwelling on ideology? Ideology on its own is not what voters buy into. I tell you one thing for voters buy into what you told them, what you said you want to deliver as a party. Ideology is just a backup to how you achieve that. We don't see nothing wrong in befriending members from opposite of the house because of national interest. They are all constitution. They are all elected member of parliament. Somehow there will be some level of interaction, irrespective of which political party you belong to. I think that needs to be put aside. Also, don't forget, every individual can shift allegiance when they feel that the ideology they buy into their party is erroneous. If you now, that is something that is playing in the mind of Mohammed. I'm not saying it is, but that is a possibility. And it doesn't hold that explanation as to why he's doing what he's doing. But I feel it's a free country, it's a free nation, it's a free society. If anybody go Mohammed and Bangura into account, it's the electorate, the one that will vote him, will elect him, and for begin to worry. The ideology of the party and national interest and
Festus, what we are saying, the people who voted Bangura are the same people who are asking on Bangura that we voted you to oppose, to give our views, work with the ideologies of the party. Because the party ideology, well, for a lot of people, they see and say that ideology, that the root, what they can you go for express national or national interest. But if you forget about the root, you will need it tomorrow.
No, but Richard, from what I've gathered so far in the conversation today, most of what has been talked about are the other MPs, raising their concern and their unhappiness about the way Mr. Bangura is conducting himself. That these are other MPs, yes, within APC, I understand. But my point is, if you want to hear from the voters, those who elected him, let us hear from them, from their constituency. They are chairman of their constituency. They are the one that is elected him. I think the voice should come there, not within the member of parliament. I think that's the difference. Yes, he may have come in under the form of APC, but one thing is you have to belong to a political party anyway before you get into parliament. But that on its own doesn't mean when you see issue of national interest, you should be so afraid and not want to approach it. My point is, let's be liberal about politics in Sierra Leone. Let's not just be too analytic about it. APC no more, SLPP SLPP. There's no need to debate. The debate is for everybody. It is straight to the floor of the house. Sometimes you may need to do what they call it clean. It involves going between political parties as well. APC might want some part in parliament. There's no harm in them pushing lobbying SLPP to support them in ensuring that bill is passed. And as well, or PNBC or NBC. That is politics. And I think let's focus on national interest here.
Okay, first off, let me bring you to the issue of fear theft at the powerhouse. Powerhouse, the people of Bo are faced with huge challenges around electricity generation, intermittent, power cut is frequent. Yeah, it's a cliche here. The people are faced with challenges to make them get consistent electricity, yet some people were busy, they cut away with the fuel, they siphoned the fuel, and yesterday they went out of luck, they now arrest 3 people, and then they're on police net right now.
Okay, Richard, this is a typical example of organized crime. That kind of you call them theft or call them pilfering. Pilfering is when you work in an environment and you take advantage of your position within that establishment to take doesn't belong to you. Of course, it's a theft at the end of the day, but from an organization point of view, it's different. You're reducing the asset of the organization for your own personal gain or for your own personal benefit. But no individual will do that on their own. So it's a team, and it's a teamwork. Unfortunately for them, yesterday they've been arrested. They're caught with their pants out. But the reality is, children or theft will never succeed in any organization. And that is another example of of what we are seeing now. That will always be there. These are signs of organized crime, and for me, there should be a shift handover daily. There are certain things that need to be in place. If the hospital or that the EXA wants to be in control, they want to take charge fully. They need to make sure that for every staff that come and board to work a particular day, we should have a system of ticking boxes of what they are taking over from their colleague and where was what. So, for example, how many gallon of care are you taking over in a particular shift? We call it you sign, the person that you're taking over from will sign. You both know what you are passing on to each other. With that, it will be easier to monitor. It will be easier to carry out any audits for the future. If you don't have that kind of a thing in place, now I'm sorry, this will be happening. But if that is in place, you can be even the head of the EXA to be Jamaica, in the West Indies, and request for that information. The data is there. That will show that we bought X amount of care into the organization. This is what we have left. Then you calculate, what is the usage. So you can tell at any point in time if there is an issue that is going on. Not only that, it starts as a deterrent. So the one that really won't be now, they will say, if you take over from me and you want to record everything you do or figure out, go check, what to say. I'm thinking, man, I'm not saying that what to say. So you more or less put it in the responsibility of the staff as opposed to on the organization losing out or EXA losing out. So somehow, these are things that are missing. It's time to assess. It's time to go in and overhaul. These are some of the things that need to be put in place. There has to be a changeover, what they call a shift changeover checklist of everything that you are trusted with when you're working. You've got to account for them. So at the end of your shift, you're handing over to somewhere, the same thing happens. And that to me is the way forward. And I hope that with the question I need to ask myself right now, arresting these people, taking them to court, is that going to bring back anything that they're stolen? If it will, fine. If not, that's another resources, government resources that's going to be spent and wasted only for them to end up in jail.
A lot of thanks, Festus J. Williams, for speaking to us from the UK.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, he is Festus J. Williams. We will talk to we from UK. Quick one, I try for go to the Facebook page and bring we message them. And after that, I can't panel for me then go do well and take home statement, then parting statement this morning. But quick one as I try for go to Facebook page right now for bring you we final set of messages and way we view us then on Facebook being sent. The first text on the Facebook page say we first text on the Facebook page. We first text on the Facebook page say Joseph Mansamre say on a morning on a classic radio. The person will left that innocent angel, not a place so heartless, and na God go judge him. And Mohammed Jalo say classic FM, may God bless you and all workers. Okay, thank you, Mohammed. Fantasy says good morning, classic FM. And the people above Dominic Boyma say Dominic Boyma say thanks to my able class of 206 we are ready to take over up. And William Festus say good morning to Classic AM listeners and viewers. Okay, Mr. Lansana Kumba say well, good morning Classic Radio, we need your station to be COVID-free, and the world is watching. One participant is not wearing face mask, I think. Thanks so much, Mr. Kumba. And Lili Liasa Base, good morning. And Mike Joseph Kano say, I'm watching. A lot of thanks to viewers we view on the Facebook page. And we continue for bring them text messages and day as we carry on. But first, I join Aruna for make again take on the question corner and the rest of the other programs.
Of course, the coffee order still there. The rate the police need for really enforce them. And of course, the Concord where they get two entertainment centers opposite. I think the police need for do something around that. No, of course, they will get a hard work in AIG. I'm quite sure say he will look into it. For CSP Fire Cell will look into it. He's a hard working man. Well, finally, I want to talk on the hospital. Of course, the security lapses. Actually, the government for looking into the Minister of Health and Sanitation for looking into that. And to me, big brother, Mr. Gassama, it's good that TSC, TV Service Commission, speedily look into the concerns many on board as a trained and qualified.
A lot of thanks, Aruna. I come to the hospital secretary. Secretary, you take home an important statement.
Yeah, thank you very much, manager. And of course, the whole situation this will happen on Saturday is unfortunate. Not so we were making that, and we work on very hard for better security farm and we regard us. And again, we devoted to protect lives and save lives as well as healthcare workers. Thank you very much.
Ali Badr, I have to turn the mic for your patent statement.
Actually, they say this because we need to nail we need to hammer the nail on the head. Government not to take give too much attention again to this COVID stuff, irrespective of population gathering, socializing, people flouting procedures. The government now in policies no more, but not in practical, because this face mask stuff here we talk. Now during the day, I see all over the country with the user. When it comes to night, nobody uses face mask any longer. Social distancing, go to nightclubs, you know. Yesterday I was alongside Boltehama Highway. I saw people at Dream Entertainment Complex. The other side, this Tikoko Road. People are clustering. So if you have the law enforcers to ensure that procedures are put in place, why they not make sure say them place all be quiet at night, this and that, because we have a pandemic in the country. Yes, the people are doing just what they feel like doing.
So you're calling on the police?
The police, the government to ensure law and order.
It's enforced.
Yes, they're not talking saying many people are going to club. But people are cluttering. The road is jam-packed. Curfew order. You know, all of this, they are misusing these statements, these words. Curfew order, night club, they go on. People, they cluster here, social distancing, wear face masks during the day, no at night, no face masks. What is this? It's a total rubbish, my brother.
Okay, Mr. Gassama, you put in statement.
Yeah, my parting statement, it will just be like an appeal. I just continue with the appeal. The Teaching Service Commission, the government, let them help me, let them recruit me. If they not recruit me as teacher, what's else I will go? Now my question is that. So I plead to them, let them employ me, let them give me the ED form, make a feeling, the minister go live a happy family life. And if the school we are attached to Quranic Junior Secondary School, Medina section, off Gallo Road, bro. If anybody wants to get onto me or the principal, down at the address of the school. Or if you want to get online with the principal, the head of the school now Mr. Ibrahim Moefore, when are the principal acting. In contact number now 076 815 824 076 815 824. Or Mr. Bewena Mohamed Gassama, the teacher, me contact na 078 42 6572 078 42 6572.
A lot of thanks, Mr. Gassama, for being part of the program this morning.
Thank you.
On behalf of the producer this morning, I am being your host, and we cut up the day today come out from Boo and Iseko Balapano get it side. Until we see again in the morrow, I have been your host. My name is Richard Lahai Givao. On behalf of me, team of producers, Aruna Kamara, and Edwin J. Lamin, and Samuel Yongai Amara, Yomi Bangura, to Haibu Jokalon, Beatrice Bundo, and Rachel Kylie. I want to bid you a pleasant day, and I hope you go get a better day. Till we see, bye. My name is Richard Givao. Once more, to bid you a pleasant day.